The morning sun hung low over the small frontier town of Willow Creek, painting the dry earth in shades of copper and gold. It should have been a peaceful day, the kind where ranchers went to mend fences and wives baked bread. But the air was thick with something darker. Down by the old courthouse, a crowd had gathered. Dust swirled under their boots. Voices murmured, curious and cruel. At the center of it all stood Evelyn Harper, wrists bound, face pale, eyes hollow. She wasn't crying. She was far past that. Her husband, Thomas Harper, had died only a month before, found lifeless in the barn, a rope around his neck. The town called it suicide. His family called it murder. And now they wanted blood. Evelyn's in-laws, led by the bitter matriarch Martha Harper, had dragged her before the town judge, shouting lies that Evelyn had poisoned her husband for his ranch. She had begged no one, because begging only made them laugh harder. "Justice must be done," Martha screamed, her wrinkled hand clutching the Bible like a weapon. "My son's blood cries out for vengeance." The crowd echoed her words, hungry for a spectacle. No one dared question the Harpers, the richest family in 3 counties. And so the judge, a man who owed the Harpers more than a few debts, gave the sentence death by hanging. They didn't even give her a trial. As the sheriff led Evelyn to the wooden gallows by the creek, she stumbled. Dust caked her tear-streaked face. In her mind, she replayed her husband's last words, soft and distant. "If anything happens to me, don't trust my family." She'd thought he was joking. The noose hung like a snake from the beam, swaying in the wind. The people of Willow Creek gathered tighter. Some came out of pity. Most came for entertainment. And then the world went silent. The sound of hooves echoed down the road, slow, steady, powerful. Heads turned. A tall man on a dark horse approached, his hat pulled low, a shadow across his face. The horse stopped at the edge of the crowd, and the man dismounted with calm precision. Dust rose around his boots. He looked at the scene, the rope, the woman, the jeering crowd, and something in his jaw tightened. "Who gave the order?" His voice carried through the silence, deep and steady. The sheriff hesitated. Judge did. "Case is closed." The stranger's eyes flicked to Evelyn, then to the judge. "Closed, huh? Without a trial?" Martha Harper stepped forward, sneering. "Who are you to question our justice, mister?" He tipped his hat back just enough for the sun to catch his eyes. Gray, sharp as flint. "Name's Cole Bennett, rancher from the South Ridge. And I'm no fan of injustice." The crowd murmured. Everyone in the county knew that name. Cole Bennett, the man who'd rebuilt half the valley after the Great Flood. A loner with a reputation for fairness and a temper like wildfire when he saw wrong. Cole's gaze met Evelyn's. For the first time in weeks, she saw something she hadn't felt. In forever, hope. He stepped closer to the gallows. "This woman ain't hanging today," he said, his hand resting near his revolver. "Not till there's proof she did anything worth dying for." The sheriff swallowed hard. "Cole, you don't want trouble." "I don't mind trouble," Cole said calmly. "What I mind is cowards hiding behind ropes and money." A ripple of whispers spread through the crowd. Martha's face twisted with fury. "You dare defy the Harpers? You'll regret this." Cole's tone didn't change. "Lady, I already do." He reached up and cut the rope clean with his knife. Evelyn collapsed to her knees, gasping for breath, as the crowd erupted into chaos. Some shouted in anger, others in shock. But no one dared draw against Cole Bennett. Not yet. He helped Evelyn to her feet. "You're safe for now," he said quietly. "But you've got a long road ahead, miss." Evelyn's voice trembled. Why would you help me?" Cole looked out toward the horizon, toward his ranch, where the wind swept across endless fields. "Because once someone helped me when no one else would. Guess it's my turn." He guided her toward his horse. Behind them, Martha Harper's voice rang out like a curse. "You can't hide her forever. Bennett, we'll find her. And when we do, she'll hang for what she's done." Cole didn't look back. "We'll see about that." As they rode off into the fading sun, Evelyn clung to him, not out of fear but the faint, impossible belief that her nightmare might finally be ending. But in Willow Creek, nothing ended easy, and the Harpers were just getting started.